Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. We're going to be getting started here shortly. I'm just getting set up actually. I just need to put the saves in. I hadn't actually finished the turn, so we might have a couple of things here to do before we start. I got the turns very early from Alex and Plumber. Please do go ahead and subscribe to them as well. They are doing a damn fine job. Especially Plumber. He's getting the shit kicked out of him on a eternally basis now, so I think he'd definitely appreciate the support. He's mostly based on Twitch, but he started a YouTube channel. He's got about 9 subscribers now, so this is it. It'd make a world of a difference if you guys do subscribe. I know I have. I look forward to watching the videos, but please do go ahead. You can get another perspective. You can see the perspective of the Russians and really see how the situation has come about. And honestly, I cannot imagine the names. I do feel for Plumber. He's got like he's got a constitution of steel to continue, and I love that. I think that's so impressive. Right, let me go ahead and get the chat up over here then, so I can take a look. Again, didn't didn't think I'd be doing the turn already, but wow, we've got through 2 turns so very quickly. It's hard to say how quick the pace of this game is. Really hard to describe it. Alright, how you doing there, Wesley? I've missed the last 2 turns. I'm happy I'm here now. Yep, me too. How you doing there, Arthur? Good to have you. A song of gas and fire. Wow, I love that. Yeah, no, that'd be great. If we could get some more morale points, that would be great. Hello there, Wesley. I just have his Twitch. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. I just mentioned that his YouTube's new, didn't I? Let me go ahead and quickly find that. We'll get started here in just a moment. Oh, I tell a lie. He's on 10 subscribers. So there we go, I'll post a link here. Please do subscribe to him, it'd be much appreciated. And to Alex as well. I'll go ahead and find Alex's channel here. Just a second, Rooney. I believe he played some Terran Victor last night, actually. Let's see. Give me a moment, we'll get started. Here we are. Yeah, there you go. There's both people. Please do give them a subscription. It would be much appreciated there. So we'll get started here in just a minute. I do have some interesting comments to take a look at. So I had one regarding nations and bringing Persia in. I'm just reading it now. I did some tests and I completely misremembered the Persian combat power. So Persia and Afghanistan started with 137, 216 combat power respectively in the test game. Alright, okay. Yeah, so it was like advocating for bringing in like Persia and Afghanistan, but yeah, it turns out their power's not exactly amazing. Oh, sorry, I haven't done the turns yet. Let me go ahead and put those in. Oh no, I have done them. Oh, never mind. Sorry, I'm getting senile. Right, here we are. So last turn was pretty good. We got Bulgaria into the war. I had to go let my girlfriend into the apartment last night. Well, I say apartment, that makes it sound bigger than it is, into the studio last night. So I didn't really get to show off Bulgarian, but we have here Glorious Bulgaria. Glorious Bulgaria. And I'm looking forward to them. We do have forces. Many of the forces are not active, but what I'm going to go ahead and do is push forward with the Bulgarians that are active. There's a force that's not going to be active, but can't make it here at the same time, but will arrive here. So I'd love to get like a depot going over here, but I think what we'll try and do is maybe set up a depot. I'll take the depot, excuse me, over here in Ish. We do have a cavalry force heading out this way. I don't know if these are garrison. I'm going to assume that they're garrison, but it would not hurt to have them move in there. We do have a corps over here. This was the only active corps of our Jaegers. So we have... this is the great thing. We have Bulgarian Jaegers now, which is very useful for us. We also do have... yeah. This corps over here with infantry. He's a good commander of air school defense and fort defender. Fort defender is actually really quite useful. Yeah, he could be quite a useful commander in the future, depending on where we place him. Like, if it's a fortress that is going to be attacked, that could be quite handy. Oh, yes, Arthur, yes, I just answered that. That was essentially, like, because of, I share my university studio with my girlfriend, so when she comes back from working, we only have the one room key, so she can't get into the building unless I go ahead and let her in. So she rings like this bell, and then I'm like, I'm gonna go get her in, go let her in. God, I'm speaking terribly there. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, You can't see inside. I knew you could bloody well see inside. Ah, okay. Bloody knew you could do that. I've been trying to do that for all this time and now I just suddenly do it. Okay. Well, at least I can actually see what we get here. Bloody knew it. Bloody knew it. That's the first time I've done that, and I knew there was a way to see the buildings inside. I think I tried, like, a long while ago. But I've finally been able to see now. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. What have I done? It's doing something funky. Haha! Ah, dear. Okay. It's doing that funky thing where I can't move things again. Okay. That might be because I've put the saves in there, so let's reload it. And hopefully that fixes that. There are some little oddities sometimes. And that might be one of them. Are we good? No? Not good. Okay. Let me go ahead and just restart the game and we'll just be able to fix that. Maybe that's a perk. Maybe that's a feature. Who knows? It's fine. We'll get back into it in just a moment. I really want to try and get the Ultimate Enhancement mod working. The problem is, when you guys see this loaded up right now, you'll see in the bottom right corner, you see here, EAW 104, Beta Patch 103. The Total Enhancement mod is running EAW Gold, which is like the older version, which isn't as great as the updated version. I mean, this is an old game, but having any updates would be nice. I just need to try and figure out how to get that working. Alright, we're good? Yeah, we're good now. Okay, there we are. Well, at least we got a brief glimpse of what's inside the buildings there. Inside the cities, I should say. Right, we'll have this artillery head down this way. Yeah, not finished with all the movements over here. And do let me know if the music's too loud, by the way. The nice thing is I actually have two armies over here, which is very, very handy. So we have two infantry divisions over here. We have a militia division as well, get some artillery there. And then what I'll do is have them... Well, to be honest, I could have them moved out over this way. But I think it's worthwhile having them here, because then at least we actually hold this position. Have them just merge together. Where is it that you're going? You're going to Novi Sad. Where's Novi Sad? Oh, that's Novi Sad. Okay, so we have two artillery regiments there. Oh, I've got to show you guys the most amazing Bulgarian artillery force. And the question is it heavy artillery or is it medium artillery? I don't think it knows itself. So, look at this. We have here heavy artillery brigade, okay? Heavy artillery brigade, medium artillery brigade, heavy artillery brigade. Its icon looks like a medium artillery brigade. It's called heavy artillery brigade, but it's listed as a medium artillery regiment. The mystery deepens when you click on and it says heavy artillery brigade, medium artillery regiment, field. And then the stats are 7, which I think is heavy artillery or a little bit further, longer range. No, actually, I think that's medium artillery range, isn't it? Yes, that's medium artillery range. But it's not. But I still think it's... I swear to God, we have German howitzers that don't have that range. Yeah. I don't know what it is. It's like a mix of both. And it's... I've been trying to work that out. I was like, looking earlier on today, I was like, what the hell is that? Yeah, so it's got longer range than the howitzer regiment that came from Constantinople. Or Istanbul. We should just call it Istanbul at this point. So, yeah, is it medium artillery? Is it heavy artillery? Is it like Hovis and the best of both? I don't know. It's specifically Bulgarian artillery. It knows what it is. Alright. What I'm doing over here is taking this cavalry back over here to be reconstituted. They're going to chill here for the time being, and then we're going to begin to push into Serbia. So I'm building up the Austrian forces over this way. We've got the Austrian forces over here reinforcing the coastline. I'm going to try and get some more men down here to Kataro. Like so, even potentially push on here if we could do. AGEOD games tended to not get long-term support, some of them were basically just one person. Yeah, very likely. I mean, if I could try and reach out to one of the developers or something of that nature, that would be very helpful. Maybe if the series is popular enough, maybe if there's enough people that ask for it, then that's something that could potentially happen. Who knows? So yeah, we do have things in motion here. I'm going to move forward this army here, 13 days. They're not combat But this unit could lead actively, but I'm going to have the army move there. I don't know, it depends really. But it's the 800 over here. I'm quite happy to see how this goes. I'm going to be quite curious to see how he responds to the situation. Will he assault the fortress over here? There is the magazine over here, but I don't know how much good it'd do him. I don't know. It's going to be very interesting to see what Plumber does over here, really. I'm moving militia forces to cover the rail line over here, so we have, like, uninterrupted communications. I'm moving this Ottoman division over here just to cover this this port. Just trying to make sure that everything's more or less covered, really. It's not going to be that long before we have the Black Sea become a Central Powers lake. We did have a lot of the Austrian fleet put out of action for a while. Like an embarrassingly long amount of time. But frankly, we did engage fairly aggressively with the French Navy, and I think we did do a fair amount of damage to the French Mediterranean Navy. So it only makes sense that we'd have to repair the damage. I mean, if we've got that much damage, and it's going to take that long, how long would it take for the French? Hello, I have supply here. Have I moved up? The stars truly did align in the Caucasus. They've just consistently aligned for us, and it's been fantastic. I mean, we have pushed out the leader over here. There's just some Russians over here. If I had a corps that could attack, and to be fair, maybe I'll just take an infantry division and attack. It's hard to say, but frankly, at this point in time, I'm going to just regain my cohesion. We've got time. I've got the heavy artillery over here, so they'll be laying siege to that position anyway. And once we get Erevan, then that's going to be great. I mean, as soon as we get Erevan, that is a big objective for us taken. Like, that's a major objective for us, I believe. Like a major theatre objective. You got these ones here with a green. This is like a grey. I think it's like a big objective for us. So I'm looking forward to that. So let's see here. We have Erevan, yeah. The interesting thing is that we have Salonika listed as an objective. Now, Alex was telling me that apparently the Greeks should shift 10% away from us, so we'll see. Maybe they will next turn. But in today, we'll still try to get the Greeks in. People were questioning the choice of Switzerland, which I can understand, frankly. But we'll see. I just need as many nations as I can get, to be honest, and I guess with the Swiss, it's a bit of a larp choice, isn't it? So maybe Holland and Denmark. We'll have our diplomat sent to the US. It is expensive. I did spend a lot of funds. Sweden's not a bad idea. It'd be nice to get more agricultural aid. Yeah. So I'm getting agricultural aid from these nations. Arabia is an interesting one, but I can't see us getting in all that much from Arabia. Though, it might not be the worst idea, but it's probably not going to give us all that much. So let's see. We'll send diplomat to Holland and Denmark. Oh, I can't afford it, can I? Okay. Sweden would be good as well. I can't grant any more concessions here. We granted those a few turns ago. Yeah, ends in 9 turns. It takes a long time. Rebel alignment is quite high. I mean, it's also high for France too, so that's a good thing. The blockade is not yet in effect, which is interesting, so... when the blockade does actually come, we will gain some national morale, I believe, and maybe he's actually bearing that in mind. But I can't help but think that without the blockade, he's not starving us. I mean, we've got pressure coming from war weariness, but we haven't got the blockade. Italy is going to be a wild card, but I think we'll be in a position to defeat Serbia soon. Nice to have miners don't count. Yeah, that's true. I need to try and keep the US out of the war. That's going to be the name of the game here, keep the US out of the war. Italy, I guess, is going to be too far gone for us. But But I think really Greece and Holland are the big ones here. Belgium would be another one. Belgium has some power, but again, if I get Belgium into the war, it could be useful in the future, but it's one of those where it does open it up. It could actually put us in a position where I could like bomb London with Zeppelins, but I wouldn't like to imagine the hellscape that could be this front. This is probably far too large. But I could make them Central Powers leader and actually gain something from them, but yeah, that'd be kind of terrifying. At least with the Dutch, I don't have a land border with France, and yeah, there is obviously the coast to defend, but it's only the same as like the German coast there, really. But it could be interesting to have another source of manpower. Importantly, another source of funds, really. But we'll see. The War in the East is progressing nicely. I'm going to destroy the rail line over here. We did have Konrad von Hotzenhammer, Hammer of the Russians, move over here to Chernowitz. So we're going to continue there. I do have my forces over here. And, yeah. A couple more militia divisions over here now. So I've got the cavalry here. I'm going to have the cavalry move this way. And so I've got the Austrian force here. They're not exactly a strong force. They're just here just to take control of the rail line, really. I may break that rail line. Maybe. I think I'll destroy the rail line for now. I can't actually use it right now. I've got 16%, so maybe next turn. But I do worry that he could get here rather quickly. But in fairness, I don't know. Maybe I'd keep that rail line and then we can actually move some troops across the river fairly quickly. He's moving troops over here. Oh, our cavalry actually did manage to make it out, which is actually pretty amazing. Now, if they can destroy that rail, that would be ungodly useful. They have very little, well, essentially no cohesion, but, you know. Hey, Nostalgic, good to have you, my man. I was just talking about the Persia debacle earlier on, actually. They're going to try and destroy that rail here this turn. Did we manage to destroy the rail at Kishinev? I honestly cannot tell. No, that's a shame. I've been trying to destroy the rail out here at Kishinev for a little while now. It's just not really going on. It's just not really been happening yet. Right, so let's see. Frankly, I could do with some heavy artillery then. We have a citadel over here, but I'm not too sure how strong they are. Yeah. I could really do with just like a legitimate army. This force just needs to recover, and then we can go across here to Kishinev. Well, actually saying that, I could actually march Kishinev this turn. Put those militia there. Actually, no, just keep the militia here. I'll leave this corps over here then, just to recover. This corps can begin to move across. Okay. Yeah, don't worry about it, man. If you're going to go for allies, it's better to go for countries that you are next to so you can use their troops easier. Persia and Afghanistan are a good beam. Yeah. I really am lacking just a Romanian army. Yeah. So we'll consider... Well, I'm hoping to cut the rails here this day. And if I can gain cohesion, that'd be great. Then I could move south over here, cut the rails. I need to cut the rails here, cut the rails here if I can. Though in fairness, he could move a unit over here before I can get there and cut the rails. So we'll see how that goes. What would be ideal is to get a unit out that way. So I tell you what, let's see. If I can cut the rails here, that'd be amazing. But I think what I'll do... Move via rail here. And then move across. And then if I could start to get to this position over here and cut the rails, that'd be amazing. Hey, Dunne Haramir, good to have you. Ah. I'm not sure about that then, if the global economy is not working. That's a tough one. I mean, I would think about it, but like I've said before, I think with just the amount of time that game takes, it could... I think it'd have to be something like a Patron series or something like that. I don't know. It's just a huge amount of time investment. So it's to end all wars, but because the game pace is very quick, it's pretty handy for me. Oh, we do have another division. Oh, we have another 2 divisions over here. Did I miss those? I may have missed them, or they may have just come online this turn. Either way, I'm not going to complain. We managed to move a lot of men to the Western Front. Like, a lot of men. I reorganized them, so... I don't know if you guys want to count, but there's something like 300,000 troops here. What I'll do is click through. And if you guys want to count, that's up to you. But you can kind of get an idea here. So we have 49k. There's 24k. 60k. 60k. Well, 62k. 59k. 60k. 24k. 48k. 49. 61. 48. 23. That's a lot of men. Do the Serbians have some defences on the Bulgarian border? I'm honestly not too sure. We'll find that out. But I think the thing is now, for these Serbians, they are just completely surrounded. And if we take a look at the regional allegiance, you can see that it's just East Serbia here, Montenegro. Sorry, Albania, I should say. And then Greece. If I could get Greece, that'd be even better, but Greece will be a little while, I think. I really do want Greece. If I can get them, that'd be amazing. But we do have this glorious allegiance now. Central powers surrounding Serbia. And if we do take a look, grey is the central power, so you can see we do have rail connections now. Honestly, the Russians are encircled, which is obviously not good for them. It's a lot of men. It's like a lot of men. I don't know about 800, 900k. It's a lot of men. I don't know. I'd have to do the... I'd actually have to take a look at the maths there, but I'd actually have to count them. But it's a lot of men. A few 100,000 anyway. I'm sad. It's sad because I really tried to get into it, then there's so much... Yeah, well, this is it. It's one of those games, isn't it, really? It is a very interesting game. Who knows? Maybe the concept's revisited in the future. That'd be ideal. Do the Allies have a Greek event they can play? Possibly. Possibly. Not sure. Now, I've not even taken a look down here, so we'll go ahead and take a look. So, yeah, increased support here in United States, Greece, Bulgaria. Yep, which is why we've got Bulgaria in the war. The enemy surrendered, and that was over here at Runner. Honestly, these fortresses have just surrendered so easily. Just so easily. And I need to figure out what I'm going to do with this army and this army here. I was thinking about having this army moved over here to just attack this force. Oh, this is great. We inflicted 5 hits to the enemy during the siege of Hanko. That's really great. It looks like he's withdrawn over here. Oh yes, I forgot about this instance. What I'll go ahead and do is actually move Von Leto over there to deal with that. Oh, he's active this turn, which is brilliant. That's excellent. Okay. How you doing there, Rakan? Good to have you. The Entente can occupy Salonika. Okay, that's kind of scary. The event pushes the Greeks towards the Central Powers, which can be a good opportunity to get a diplomatic breakthrough. Okay. So he could do that, but in fairness, we do have just a massive amount of forces that could be made ready there. It is difficult for us to get there, but frankly, we'll see. I'm going to try and prioritize taking control of this rail line, Ben, and see if we can get Salonika. So I'm going to go for this rail line and just start to build up control over here, Ben. Now, there is a depot over there. Oh, if I can get there, that'd be amazing, actually. Yeah, I'm still going to be doing the one of these two play by email with Night Phoenix. I just need to get on with it. Honestly, the To End All War series has been taking a lot of my time. But I am slowly working on it. Do you have a port in Finland? Yes, we do. Sadly, there's a Russian force on top of that fort right now, but I do have plenty of supply here. We also do have munitions as well, so... And we'll be able to get them there shortly, take care of the Russians there. I am moving an army there to Finland next turn, really. So we'll have a full army, and it will also be equipped with munitions. I'm going to go ahead and have the guard divisions and the super heavy artillery transported there to Finland too. The idea is going to be that we go for a knockout blow and try to move towards Petrograd, frankly. But if I can take out their Hankal redoubt, Salo over here, then that means that maybe I could even have deep mine sweepers sent over here to clear the mines. And that would mean I could move deeper into this area. But yeah, I'm hoping that we could be at Helsinki soon. And in theory, if I get the army over here, then there's no problem. There's absolutely no reason we can't be. So yeah, we're looking pretty good, actually. Historically, did Bulgaria had a... Yeah, Bulgaria was known for having a superior army. So we're going to go ahead and take a look. I'm just going to go through here, and then we'll take a look at what else we have. Yeah, supply, transported 150 supply points overseas. I've got supply finally over to Heligoland. It just needs to actually take it on now. We did get pushed back in Egypt, but that's not exactly surprising. Let's see. Our U-boats actually are about to make it back. So they were over here. But they're actually going to be back over here. Yeah, those U-boats don't exactly do amazing. I am worried about sending the U-boats over here to the Atlantic blockade. Oh, he's actually enacted the blockade. Okay, I hadn't noticed. So the blockade is in... Yeah, okay. Didn't realise that. So, 20% chance of a 1% alignment in Germany due to early outrage of a blockade. Okay. So we are under blockade. But I think we should be okay. I think should we gain more national morale against the Russians, I could actually try to change government and just try and bring rebel alignment down. I really need to bring it down in Austria. In Germany, it's manageable. It's up to 10%, which is a bit of a problem there, and it's rapidly increased, but we'll see. We do have agricultural aid over here. Yeah, so chance of 1% alignment gain in Germany only if the Atlantic blockade is in effect. So it's only 1%, but it means from Holland, Romania, technically Italy too, Belgium. These would have been contributing, but obviously they're in the war now. Yeah, so I need to try and work on like Sweden, Norway, Denmark, nations like that, and then I could get agricultural aid, and then that would give me a chance to reduce rebel alignment. But I think we will be okay. It's going to be interesting. As long as he doesn't do the neutrals, or the neutral blockade. Oh, okay. That's good to know. Right. I mean, we are really pushing against the Russians. But the Russians have moved themselves into a better position now. Alright, yeah, we captured some war supply on the field of battle today, so we have 549 total. Yeah, we captured 14 on the battlefield, that's good. We repaired the rail line over here. And that's great. It'd be nice to have a... Oh, I've already got the depot over here, so that's okay. So supply will be coming down this way. It says about battleship, but it's like the replacement system. I don't think we actually do get the battleship. I think it's just like... Yeah... I don't know, it's a bit of a weird one. And I do have my other ships over here that are still being built. Oh, never mind. They were finished. I think they start available. These are 280 days for another Dreadnought Squadron and Battlecruiser Squadron. It's a bit of an undercooked squadron there. There's only two there, the Bad and the Bayan. But again, I suppose this is based on reality. We do see British submarines over here, so it looks like he's going to be heading out to the Baltic. But I can defend the Baltic. Yeah. So, next turn, we'll load up the army as best we can and have it sent to Finland. The fact that they are inflicting hits on the redoubt over here is very good. The army being over here, especially with the super heavy artillery, would mean I could take that. And then what I'd go ahead and do is send Von Leto into Finland proper, and perhaps go ahead and take that. Or even just have Von Leto move this way. Probably move this way. It'd be very useful as a raider. Aye, so we're looking pretty good. Down here in Egypt, we did get pushed back from Port Said, but I did break the rail. He'll obviously recover that rail, but it's not a big problem. Let's see. I could have them link up together, but there's no point. 28 days. Maybe just have you link up over here then. Yeah, we'll just have them link up, and then they can just take on some additional supply. Yeah, you can just sit here. There is the camels over here. These Bedouins, they are colonial, so they reduce the amount of supply required over here. And we also do have supplies there, which is very handy. So yeah, we'll have the Turks get in there. I could have forces move to El Arish, and I think I will do. I'm hoping that should we completely defeat the Russians in the Caucasus, or to such a point where it's satisfactory. So he does have a few forces over here. Looks like he's trying to build up additional forces. Frankly, I've got the momentum over here. Once I finish at Erevan and finish off the Russians over this way, I can move north to the rest of the Caucasus. And this being a... This is a dead army. If that's gone, that's truly gone. But yes, soon we'll be able to move forces around. Oh, there we go, von Richthofen. I know somebody mentioned about that. Yep, we have the von Richthofen Cavalry Corps. I'm moving these forces around here via rail to engage. I'm also moving von Kluck's army over here to engage as well. And we'll go ahead and deal with that. I think I'm just going to go ahead and order an assault over here. It's about bloody time that this fortress surrenders. At this point in time, it'd be great to wait for it to surrender and gain the... I think you get national morale from doing that. But it's taken a long time. Like, it's been such a long time. Oh, here we go. Yeah, the enemy bombed our position in Orani with 6 air squadrons, which is not exactly ideal. The Eastern Entente succeeded in retreating from the Battle of Orani. Yeah, so we inflicted 37 hits on the Tsar's army over here. Captured 800 rifles there, took 6,000 prisoners. Yeah, we won a battle against the Tsar and gained national morale there. Pretty good ratio there. Honestly, it's not looking good for the Russians. Our units made a hasty retreat over here. That was the cavalry. Let's see. Gain that. Yeah, we destroyed his cavalry. Well, his camels over here. Camelry, which is really good. We keep getting our ass kicked in the air. Just quite amusing, actually. I cannot believe how badly I'm getting my ass kicked. Alright. Yeah, we captured the munitions and supply over there at Erevan too. Yeah, and then we gained another national morale point over here. And these men are really on their arse. There's 77,000 of them, but I think they're doomed. I think they are doomed. 69 hits inflicted, they inflicted 6. That's bad. He also does have heavy artillery over here. There is a chance I could potentially capture that heavy artillery. So we'll have Conrad continue his assault, but this is it. If we could have Conrad finish this off over here, then that's great. He captured the depot over here, but I'll recapture that. He's recaptured that, but we'll recapture that. Essen. Okay, so that's another 2 divisions there. If he doesn't do anything this turn, then we'll have a lot more men on the front. I'm also going to withdraw Bonbayan to Mahang. I think it's just looking too dicey over there now. Oh, over here, there we are, yes. And that's another infantry division. Yeah. Oops, sorry, I missed a few messages here. I wonder if they join, I wonder if the concessions to Italy changes the talent deployment when they join. Potentially. Yeah. Wouldn't it be better to stay at Valdemoiselle in order to use the heavy artillery there? To be honest, the problem with Valdemoiselle at this point now is I am really worried about being so heavily overwhelmed that we get slaughtered. The heavy artillery still could be used, but I think at this point in time, I'm looking to just... I need to batten down the hatches, if that makes sense. So I'm going to go ahead and make use of this position. I need another army command over here, but I can just consistently reinforce, but I'm a little worried about the sheer amount of French forces here. There is just so many. Like, multiple armies, multiple corps, it's a frightening amount of French, and I think what I need to do is just... I'm going to have to rely upon forces over here. I also do worry that this being clear terrain, he could use gas on me and Valdemoiselle, and then at that point, our cohesion's massively tanked, and he has... God knows how many men coming down on us. I worry about that situation. Conrad von Hotzendorf has been congratulated. I'm going to have to promote people at some point, but there's so many people that need promotions. I mean, possibly a number of them could be raised to army command, but we'll take a look at that. Yes. I do hope that we can get level 6 entrenchments at some point. That'd be nice. Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to invest in fighters. That has been pointed out. We'll have to do that. Alright. So let's see. We've still got some resources over here. What should we do with them? Oh, I see. Yeah, it is. Yes, I agree. They're nostalgic. It's a bit of a pain. Maybe it's an easier way. And to be fair, I could probably go through like the list and just take a look at what we have. How interesting. I can only recruit Austrian cavalry, Ottoman cavalry over here, while Turkish cavalry, the Arabic cavalry, remaining cavalry, but the Bulgarians don't get cavalry. Interesting. So we'll take a look at Bulgaria. Yeah, so we have... we can't raise more Bulgarian infantry divisions, where I can raise more mountain brigades or militia divisions. And militia divisions are absolutely delicious, because that is just pure manpower there that I can put to use. I don't think the Western Isles are going to attack across the board. If they do, it'll be limited, even though they should probably... To be honest, yeah, this is the thing I fear the most there, Iron Man. If he does actually attack, just a general front-wide offensive, I worry about the significance of that. I do worry about that. Well, UK can attack in Turkey, UK can attack in Egypt, UK can attack in Greece. Yeah, that's true. He just needs to get the fleet out there. Yeah, well, I'll just have to take a look at that nostalgic and figure it out. Right, what could we do we're doing then? How about artillery? Just light artillery, okay. We're at 549 war supply. I could continue to raise more men in Germany, but I think probably having some artillery would be nice. But saying that, it might just be wise to save state funds and war supply. I could try to produce railroad guns then, and maybe railroad guns could have a greater impact. But we'll see. Frankly, with how things are going, if I can just defeat the Russians, and the Russians are on the way out at this point in time, if I can get Hindenburg sorted, so in like a couple turns or so, I can have like this army flanked. The front is becoming a little bit more difficult due to the fact that things are spreading out. I'm going to go ahead and have them moved across here. Do I still have military control? Not enough to actually get the rails, but that's okay. I'll go ahead and attack them. Though I could have my corps do that. Maybe I have a corps do that and have these guys answer. That might be wise. So 9 days will be there, okay. I think the Western Entente tried to get Britain in quicker. They did, but I think Alex was under the impression that there was like a bug with the diplomatic system. So I'm not too sure. He did say it was very difficult with the amount of engagement points he needed for things, so not too sure on that one. They've got artillery. Right, there we are. So what we're doing then soon is marching on Vinitsa, however you want to pronounce it. And I think ultimately onto like Kyiv at this point. The Russian army has begun to splinter. We kind of do have the Germans facing the Russians in the north and the Austrians facing the Russians in the south now, but that's pretty interesting. There's no real objectives here in the center anymore. But the good news is, yeah, ultimately we'll be moving for Minsk and Kyiv. So what I might go ahead and do then is just allow this army just to recover here at Runner. Allow them to just take on supply again. I could also leave a small garrison here, actually. Like a militia force would do great for that, so let's go ahead and have that moved over there. I'm moving this militia unit over here to repair the rails, and then at least I can move through here at Brest. Do I need to take Kelm that much? Not really. I'll go ahead and have these guys moved out as a garrison then. Yeah, could do a garrison over here as well. Yeah, they are a little bit finicky. The game's not perfect, there is some bugs. Perhaps I have a cavalry move here. Well, let's see. Yeah, we've got a cavalry corps over here. I'll have our cavalry move across the river. And then at least we can get across there, start moving that way. I'm hoping I can get to Pinsk, but we'll see about that. But yeah, I could actually really do with recruiting more Austrian troops, but frankly, we've got the Romanians building up in strength. I could really think about recruiting some more Romanian divisions, actually. But we'll see. More Austrians could be useful as well. Ah, there's another division here. Lovely. How many days? 4 to 3 days until we have a new munitions factories coming online. So we have one at Vienna and Breslau. Alright. Yeah, the Russians are almost against the Pripyat marshes. Yeah, pretty much. Like, the Russian concentration's here in the north and here in the south, and that's not great for him. And the wonderful thing is he really doesn't have full... like, the forces he had sent down here to the Caucasus, or were already in the Caucasus, have been pretty heavily demolished. And then in Finland, his corps that he sent over here to try and push us back is obviously not been able to do that. We're going to have an army landed over here with super heavy artillery, like legitimately the heaviest artillery we currently have. And then it's just going to be almost impossible, if not impossible, for him to come back. I don't think he'll be able to come back. I'm trying to defend the Ottoman coast. So I need to have like militia units in a number of different positions, and at least then I can try and prevent an Entente invasion. But honestly, if the Entente do invade, I can manage it. Yeah, more men everywhere. Honestly, I'm going to save up funds and war supply for now. Just for now. Yeah, so let's just summarize here. So Conrad's going to continue this way. Honestly, maybe I do have this army move down here. Maybe I do that. And then I can begin to march north. I'm not wasting time. I mean, I could march this way as well, actually. So maybe, in fact, I just go this way. It puts pressure on him on this flank. And once Conrad emerges over this way, then we can just go ahead and deal with it, can't we? Do I have an active corps? This leader can lead actively this turn. Okay. So how about we just go ahead and launch a offensive here. And then try and deal with this Russian corps. Alright. Honestly, we'll have to find out. The super heavy guns that we have right now can move without through areas without rails, I believe. With the railroad guns, who knows? Who knows? But yeah, let's take a look then. So 258... 703. I think we went up from 680 something, so we'll see how that goes. Bulgaria may not be the richest nation, but at least they do have... their cities are not that large. Not that large. Sophia's over here at size 9. Yeah, that's not bad at all, really. Supplies, and they... Oh, there's actually munitions produced over here in Turkey. Or at least stockpiled over here in Turkey, so that's okay. Yeah, alright. We'll have a super heavy artillery finishing up here. Oh, 2 turns. I thought we were on 1 turn left. Okay. That's actually going to be 3 turns to that one. Sometimes a little bit random with them. Alright. So in a lot of ways, this feels like a passive turn. It's not really, it's just not all that much I can do right now. We've got a lovely bit of depots over here, actually. I may have to demolish a depot over here, but it doesn't hurt just to have that depot there. But I will want to watch this area. So imagine he'll have cavalry moving over here soon enough. So in fact, what I'll go ahead and do is have that moved over there. Have that moved over there to Tarnopol. And, yeah. Yeah, Bulgaria. That's true. Yeah, I mean, this is it. We gained manpower. It does make a significant difference. The fact is, as well, we're not having to deal with another Balkan power. The fact that the Romanians are on our side makes such a big difference. It just means that I have many, many more men. I do very much feel for Plumber. He's doing a grand job, but it's definitely against him. So, yeah, there we go. Bulgaria into the alliance. So, we'll go ahead and see what happens this turn. If Alex doesn't attack this turn, that would be wonderful. Honestly, it would be wonderful. We do at least have men in place. I'm gonna have Represh pulled back to Mahang. And he'll be there in 4 days. We'll see what happens. I mean, honestly, if right, the French, it always looks like the French are moving, but we'll find out soon enough. It's because there's that many forces there. We'll see, Iron Man, we'll see. We'll see. Right, we are seeing Russians moving here. Yeah, this is what I expected over here. So it looks like he's going to launch a counterattack potentially. Oh, is he launching a counterattack or not? Maybe. I see Russians arriving this way. Infantry or militia moving up there. That Russian force looks like it's moving. Serbians over there. We're moving across into Bulgaria. He's going to continue to bombard Tsingtao. Alright, yeah, we do reinforce that with von Kluck. Yeah, so... Oh, sorry, von Falkenhayn. Yeah, von Falkenhayn moves across there. Yeah, so we do beat that Russian force back. Hopefully... I mean, they may escape, but I'm going to try and chase them down if I can. Alright, so our cavalry is finally gone. Yeah, they're finally gone. Maybe they cut the rail, but it doesn't seem like it. Actually, no, they're still not dead, but they are practically dead. It looks like he's moving this way, but I'm moving Hindenburg back. I need him over here. I don't like the situation as it is. And again, he's moving more cavalry. How many cavalry does he actually have? Right, Japanese forces over there. I need to capture that supply back. Moving that force there. And Falkenhayn's on the way too. Oh, so he does finally assault the fortress over here then. Okay, I was hoping that men could have arrived before that. So he may gain a significant amount of war supply from that, or maybe nothing at all. I honestly don't know sometimes. Right, so he pushes our cavalry back over here with a division. That's okay. I'm going to cut the rails a little bit further away, but if we do get pushed back to Ardahan, I'll just cut the rails at Ardahan as well. Alright, I think he's just consolidating over here around the Tsar. Which works for me. We're on day 4, which means that we should have pulled back from Mademoiselle. Oh, that arm is moving. We see Russians over here then, which is interesting. Serbians, yep. Yep. They are outnumbered, but I think the fact is that these men are probably fairly exhausted. So, von Falkenhayn's force there, half a strength still manages to win. Which is good. I just got to keep him off. But I expect this. I've got to destroy this army of Anton. I've got to destroy that army. And hopefully I can. Yeah, they're over here between a rock and a hard place now. So I need to go ahead and destroy them. I'll send von Kluck to just finish them off, really. Right, it looks like he has abandoned Erevan. That's good then. Okay. He's moving Jaegers over here. Ah, so our cavalry's gone over here to Kishinev, that's okay. It's to be expected, really. Yeah, I'm going to need to finish off that army of Anton. Ah, there we go. So we do have British forces over here that will be moving on to Q8, I'd imagine, soon. Yeah, that'll be happening soon. Interesting Austrian victory over here. Nobody dies. That's the best kind of victory. But we do move on to that position. Oh, he's landed Japanese forces once again. Oh, that's really far bloodier than it really should have been. We're on day 9. I'm not seeing anything in the west, so hopefully we will get a look at that. Oh, he's moved over here. Well, they may have retreated. This force is over here. Ah, he may actually make it out. God damn it, he moved a bit faster. Yeah, if I'd have been able to cut the rails at Chisinau, but he's been fortunate there. Yeah, 17,000 men here, so this is a core. I'm trying to finish off this core over here. Alright, yeah. I just need to destroy these Russians before they escape. Yeah, he's truly landed forces over there. Yeah, Serbia's doing more to relieve Russia than the French. Is he landing at Basra? I should have told the men to land down here at Basra then. But we have a decent amount of men dug in at Basra, so at least that's something. But yeah, he's moved British forces into Mesopotamia then, so that is the first foray there. Right, so cavalry's pushed back over here, but they do inflict decent losses upon this army here. I'm hoping that they could have cut the rails. Oh, we are pushed back then. Ah, that's a shame. It's amazing that we inflicted no casualties there, but that is a shame there. I was hoping that our Turks could have done a little bit better than that. Yeah, I am surprised that they, yeah, see, I'm surprised that we inflicted no losses here, actually, so that's rather wild. Maybe the naval gunfire, suppressed us. Oh well, we're pushed out of Basra. That's a shame. But that's fine, Mesopotamia, we can manage. Right, we do deal with the Russian cavalry over here. Oh, there we go. Is he still in assault? Bloody battle. Oh, wow. Our first defeat. Our first major defeat, actually. This is the first major defeat I've had in a long time. So we do suffer 72,000 casualties. Wow. I think because they were still in assault mode then. I think because we weren't active. Okay, so that backfired there. Yeah, we have militia wiped out. So I think a lot of those losses been militia. So that's our first major defeat, but I'm actually pretty happy about it. It's nice to give Plumber something there. Okay. So that doesn't go with the way we wanted it. I thought we were going to win that battle, actually. Maybe I've just got too used to that. But that's okay. We can recover that. Because he was in assault mode, he hit us. We were not quite ready for that, it seems. So win for the Serbians there. First major win for the Eastern Entente in a long time now, actually. But the West does not attack, which is honestly amazing. Honestly, we're up to 92 morale. Oh, we gained one from a surrender. I wonder where that was then. Yeah. So, a loss of a lot of men there on the Serbian front. But yeah, okay, so you won that bet there, Iron. Alright, there we go. We're pulled back over here. Okay, so we've abandoned Valabazzel. I destroyed the depot as well, so that was nice that I could get that done at the same time. There is a lot of men over here now. I mean, this is it. This is why we especially need this defense and depth. I'm going to have to really think about how I can make this as deadly as possible. But if every position already has trenches dug there available for us to move into, then that's not bad. That's about as best as I'm going to get. Right, so it was a shame over here at Basra. That was actually pretty poor performance by these guys, considering they had all of this in their favour. This has been swamp as well, them landing, but I think the ships probably didn't help it there. So we'll pull back. It is what it is. Can I move by riverine transportation? No, of course not. Alright, we'll have them move back. Yeah, it's a shame that he got Basra, but that's okay. I could move more forces eventually to Baghdad, but it's gonna take him a long time to get over here. I do have 2 divisions training up. There's not that many British over here, but at least that worked out for him. So that's the first Western Entente intervention here for a while now. Right, so our forces linked up over here. Yeah, there they are. Now, I could actually build a depot over here, which is actually very good, because I've got more than enough. What we'll do then is we'll establish a depot over here at Elarish. Yeah, the funny wall had to end it someday. Yes, someday, sorry. Yeah, so I'll get a depot set up over here at Elarish. We do see British ships out here now, but frankly I'm not in a position to contend. Oh, he has taken Salonika then. Interesting. Very interesting. Yes, the occupation. Oh, Bolo Pasha's been caught and executed. Ooh, okay. He paid for him and he died. He didn't take very long until he died, actually, so... Okay. So, wow. Greece shifts 15% towards the Central Powers. Oh, I'm happy about that. French Army de Orient forms in Salonika. Okay. Right. Okay. Rebels over here. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, we did actually get to Skopje. I don't know how you pronounce that. I don't even know how to begin pronouncing that. Oh, did I cancel them moving across or something? I might have done that by mistake, honestly. Well, they can just sit here pretty then. Well, that's amazing. Oh, fuck yes. So Greece is at 65%, so that's amazing. Okay. So we're gonna get Greece, baby. We're gonna get Greece. We just need to get them 5% more, and then they're pro-Central Powers, and then inevitably they'll join the war. Oh, that's amazing. He's at 40-40, we're at 30-60. We're actually, to be honest, the fact that I've not actually invested in infantry at all, and we're just behind him. Wow. Plumber's up there at 50 on the infantry. But we've got artillery locked down, so I'm pretty... Yeah, Skopje, however you want to pronounce that. Skopovi, I don't know, man. Not my language. 67 there. Alright. Oh, we can actually start tank research now. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Hmm. Skopje, I don't know. Skopovi. I don't know. Right. So we do have that now to contend with, which is very concerning, but not the end of the world. I think it's too late, perhaps, for the... And the good news is... So he's here then, okay. "14 days I'm there." I don't know how strong the French would be at Salonika. But I mean, this is it. He's likely going to be reinforcing soon. Honestly, I'm not too sure if that was the right move for him. But I think they are getting a little desperate. 11 days, so that'll be available next turn. 16 days, so turn after. Alright. "13 days, I can get some men over there." So it looks as if he has surrendered Erevan over to us, pretty much. I was hoping that Erevan would have given out today, but it seems not. Some additional supply arrived over here. I do have the Russian supply that can head back. To be fair, I don't even need to go that far backwards. I could go to Kars, or I could go to Kars. Or maybe I do go to here. It only takes 6 days. And there's more supply there, so we'll go over there then. Can he send supplies to Sirs via Salonica? Maybe. I think, to be honest, what I may have to go ahead and do then is maybe have the army of Eugene von Osterreich actually sent to engage in Salonica, perhaps. But it's easier said than done. It'd take me quite a while to march over here, but in early August there's still time. I don't know, we'll have to see about that. He could try to get to... What I think I'll do then is have men moved over here. But I need to take control of this rail line, I think. $10 days. 30 days there still. Yeah, okay. Interesting. Yep, so we'll deal with this. I mean, that was obviously not the best start to the campaign over here. But it's not the worst. Oh, he's not the best commander. He's actually not a bad defense commander. We didn't lose anything, which is okay. So I just need to recover the men there, and we'll move forward. He got very... I think that was a lucky move for him, actually. It doesn't stop what's going to come, but it does help him. And honestly, he needed a win. He needed a win, so I'm okay with that. Nice, I can be back over there if you take Sarajevo. Right. Oh, these are legitimate divisions here. I think, actually no, I think these are reserves. I think they were reserves, I don't know. Let me double check. Yeah, 4-3, so he's a good offensive general actually. Or at least a relatively good. Yeah, 4-3, 4-3, 4-2. So some good Serbian commanders there actually. But the thing is, it's not going to make that much of a difference. It'd help if my Bulgarian forces were active. Alright, I've got some corps. A corps. Yeah. If I have enough supply, I'll go ahead, and I think I should have enough supply wagons here. I'll go ahead and establish a supply depot there. Yeah, it's a shame Bo didn't win the battle, but it cost him to. I wonder where the... Oh, he destroyed the rails over here, okay. Yeah, that force managed to slip out. But I think this is a larger force over here, actually. 9 days. I think what I'll do then is sit Conrad there for the time being. This army is now finally active, so I can go ahead and order an assault over here. Did I cut the rails? No. I need to cut the rails, but I don't think they've got enough cohesion to cut the rails. Rail line's cut over here. Now, we have some good generals, but just not down there. Oh, is it 555? Wow. Okay. So, I think we managed to push the Russians back over here, which is good. I need to deal with the Russians here. Falkenhayn's army needs to recover cohesion. Oh, I should have ordered the siege, shouldn't I? The assault, sorry. I guess I'll just have to order the assault this time, because it's taking forever. Oh, good trace as well, that's good to know. Yeah, he earned that victory. Where did he surrender? Oh, big gain. Big gain. Nice. Nice, okay. I couldn't even build a depot if I wanted, I've got that much stuff. That's nice. Big gain. Big gain for big boys. Ah, big gain, baby. Right, obviously we're over here. Ah, beautiful. That means that we can land the army over there with no resistance, and then we're practically on the doorstep of Helsinki. Within, yeah, fucking Novo, New Georgia just will not surrender. We're in early August here, so we've got time. I think we'll be marched on Helsinki, and then this is it. It's not that far until we arrive at Petrograd. We should be able to take Erevan. Yeah, soon. Very soon. Yeah. I mean, this is it, honestly. The troops inside that fortress. We've had multiple fortresses just surrender with with no fight, if anything, like after even a turn or something. Right, so, it's besieged, but the structure's intact. Yeah, these men are just gone. There's nothing left of them, really. And that'll be a size 6 city with a depot. We cut the rails here. Should have cut the rails here. Minesweepers? Maybe. I could do against something to that base, to that city. Yeah. So that was a cost of defeat, but we'll go ahead and take a look at it again. He might have actually gained some national morale from that. God damn it, I keep pressing the wrong one. So, yeah, but he earned that. He certainly earned it. He's at 51 now. What was he at last turn? Was he at 58 last turn? Seriously, guys, what was he at last turn? Was he at 58 last turn? Yeah, Petrograd not being a fortress is very bad for them. Yeah, I agree. But I don't think it'd make that much of a difference, really. Yeah, the Russians are up to 1.4 million. We're at 1.1 million now. Yes. Okay. 70 now. It's looking like the Western Entente have set themselves up to have the Russians capitulate this year or early 16. Well, we'll see where they are on rebel alignment. 24. That's going up nice. I think that went up 4% from last turn. British are on, yeah. Keep receiving stuff, don't they? Yeah, he's bombarding Tsingtao again. The thing is, he should have just stuck with it the first time. The fact is, he's taken far more casualties than he had to do, which is a shame for him. That's a shame, I really... It's a little annoying that we just lost that so easily, but I guess it's because of the guns over here. Did they get dropped off with the Japanese? They may have done. Right, so we regained this here. Regained the depot. Russia, once they get to 80% rebel alignment, but there's a check each turn to see if they just, like, collapse. Maybe there might be other options that we can play to just speed that up, but these are the options we have right now. I mean, you could send Lenin, but I don't think it's necessary to send Lenin. Yeah, Japanese superior gunfire. Yeah. This is the one I'm not looking forward to. This is going to be a big check for us. So honestly, I need to save morale up for this. It is going to be a bit difficult because I'm going to have to fight with the Austrians. Honestly, it should be... I don't know. We'll see. I think at the end of the day, we can deal with the Austrians in the long term. It's not going to be easy, but the French are in a bad situation as well. Yeah, the amazing thing is, though, once we get the Greeks on side, that'd be great. Is this the battle? That was the fortress there. Yeah, he's got Jaegers and good troops here, then. He needed that win. Several vessels have been damaged by mines. I've got to assume it's over here. I don't think it's my own. How you doing there, Arthur? Good to have you. The problem is I'm at my studio now, so no Teddy, sadly. No Teddy. Are they actually supplied now? Yeah, they're actually supplied now. Yeah, they're recovering as well. It's a pain in the ass. Yes, let's see. I keep losing aircraft. I'm just gonna have to pull the aircraft back because I just keep getting my ass absolutely kicked in the air. Right. Eh? Conrad van Hotzendorf has been blamed for suffered defeat by the enemy. Where? Why am I seeing lots of entrenchments? Yeah, Greece has lost Salonika. Yeah, exactly. If the Greeks are on board, you will have a strong grip on the Mediterranean sector, even to port more. Yeah, well, that's it. For the 10 star. He loves retaking Mamel. Right. Possibly so. I guess it's still CNC, isn't it? But it's a bit far for him. So, we're at level 5 entrenchment. I really would love to get to level 6, you know? I'd love that. Yeah, I have a studio. Yeah. Oh, wow. I wish that was true. I wish that was true. Yeah, more divisions arrived here. The good thing is I can go ahead and add in either artillery, or I can add in militia units as well. He's not active yet, shame. Tell you what, give your men over here. Yeah. Yeah, that's good then. So we've been able to move more men to the front. And we have ourselves in a different position now. I did move additional reinforcements over here, so it's not a lot. It's 59,000 men. It's 2 infantry divisions and 3 militia divisions. But it does just help to bulk up what we have there. He should have attacked it sooner, really. I moved additional men over here as well, so again, similar setup. It's another 60,000 men. It just means that there's more teeth here. There's more men. Yeah. So see Matahari over here? He's definitely scouting there. Right, so Hindenburg needs to recover. As expected, the Tsar did move forward. So I'll have Hindenburg pull back across the river here. Have him recover cohesion there. Just need to retake that supply if I can. We'll freaking finally order the assault over here. If I lose like a lot of men to this assault, I'm not going to be happy. Like, I'd not be happy at all there. That place has been under siege far too long. Right, we do have our men over here, so I can go ahead and repair said rail line. Right, there we are. I can't use it right now, but soon we can. I'll go ahead and have Von Kluck do this. Yes, I'm looking for round 2. Yeah, if I can finish off this army over here, that'd be excellent. See some divisions over here. Yeah, I was hoping that the cavalry could destroy the rail line here, but they just haven't been able to do that so far. And they're not in a good position, so that's not exactly ideal. Wanted to break that rail. I am over here, but I don't think I'm going to be able to break that. Shame, because it's a good position if I could have broken it. Ah, well. I could do more Austrian forces here, really. Okay, these men have recovered. "20 days, okay. Oh, they didn't cut the rail this day. They've regained cohesion, so this is not actually right. So I can have them cut the rail and then move south. Though to be fair, at this point, I don't know, just cut the rail where I can, I guess. They're trying to get by. No, let's just get over here. If I can get that rail, then that'd be great. Though my military control there is 40%, I could remain there for a while and build that up, but it's not worth it. Let's try and cut the rail where we can. Well, I mean, this army over here was the one that escaped from Rono. We were going to engage that, so he has got the General Brusilov over here. Brusilov's army is over here, but the good news is I can just go ahead and deal with that. I think we'll just go ahead and engage him. Then, wow, 31 days. 19 days. I think I may just allow that to starve then. As much as I'd love to get that, it's going to cost me too much time-wise. I'm not really interested in that. I think I'll assault the fortress over here. And then we'll be done with that. And then that clears up this line here. Obviously, we'll just have to deal with them in the future. But I can do that. Once they're on the rail line, I can get to them pretty quick. Once this is done, we'll have a few more men to send out. I need to deal with that fortress as well, then. Eventually I'm going to have this army moved. These men can remain here. I'm going to have them just like try and build up control. Ah, so the cavalry's over here. Well, at least they're back in Ottoman territory, I guess. Not too sure where they came from. Right, at least I've got a leader over here who can actually assault, so we'll have them order it. I wish it was the army, but I need to get this, so... I don't know. What do you guys think? Do we assault Erevan? It'd be nice to take... Well, to be honest, I think I'd take Erevan. I've got a lot of troops there. I feel we can definitely take it. Once Erevan's taken, I could just have a corps or even have a force to like chase him here. Or even just leave him to starve to an extent. He's going to probably try to move it back to Azerbaijan, but we'll see. I guess I'll leave it at assault for now. I guess we'll go for assault now. Once it's done. And we gain a major objective, I think. I can then move forces out elsewhere. There's obviously the risk. Yeah, there's obviously a risk out this way. But I think it's a little bit too late now. It's a shame about the Austrians. Had this succeeded, then we'd have been in a much better position. But frankly, they can recover for a little while. That's okay. He's a 204. He's a 312. Yeah, hopefully so. I mean, this is it again. It's to be pointed out that it's not a fortress, is it? It's just a city. It's also in clear terrain and the weather's clear, so it's about as good as it gets there, really. Yeah. And this is it. The beautiful thing then is the fact that, yeah, Greece has been pushed into our camp now. I mean, a few more percentage points and then that's it, we get Greece. Russia's at 24%, so if they gain... How much do they stand to gain? It depends. But again, like... seriously, what was Russian morale last turn? I feel like it was higher than that. I feel like it was like 58 or something. I don't know. He's like down to 51 now. He doesn't really have that much room. He's down to 38 strength. He's been collapsing. We're at 819. War supply. 700 state funds now. We were on nearly 800 before, so it's made up for the concessions to Italy, but not fully. So let's see what we have here. I could actually have another corps moved out. Looks like we have our guard corps over here. Not the best commander, honestly. Yeah, not the best commander. Ah, that's a bit of a mixed call. Yeah. This army may be too heavy. Weight is 155, so I can't take all that supply. And really, I don't need all that much supply, so... Yeah, they just don't have the income yet, that's to be borne in mind. Right, so I do have another corps over here. I'm going to go ahead and recover that supply out that way. Not to be fair. The fleet is in better shape. $410 days. Good God. The problem is like, yeah, so really staying there for a long time wasn't the wisest of decisions. But it's okay. We've got 142 left. Alright, we can make it. Let me see. Right, so we'll have a high seas fleet then. So we're looking at a force of 166,000 men. We have 278 ships here. Yeah, they've been escorted by... Was that 12 dreadnoughts? For a... yeah. No, sorry, more than that actually. 16 dreadnoughts. A battle cruiser squadron, multiple battleships, light cruisers and destroyers. Yeah, obviously we need more like lighter ships, but yeah, okay. But this is it. I just need him to recover cohesion. Right, we'll have you sit inside Abba. You recover more cohesion there. That's nice. Yeah. I think especially now that a lot of the fleet is actually in port under repairs, I think we're not looking great. In fairness, we lost quite a lot of the high seas. Well, we haven't lost it, but obviously we've lost a lot of operational use of the high seas fleet for very little. I very much feel like I need to reinforce the north. Very much feel like that's going to be a thing soon. Yeah, see, because they surrendered over here, we gained 8 VP and a morale point. It's worth it because you gain that. It's really quite nice. They took quite a few casualties there. Luckily we didn't lose the heavy artillery. Okay. Let's think. What do we want to do here? I'd like to take that objective, I must say. But I think I'd be better off waiting for the army of Conrad. I don't really want to be marching into, like, Moors. Maybe I'll have this army of Eugene moved up this way. It could really help us to swing that. But in fairness, maybe it is worthwhile just having the pressure placed down here. But it depends. It's a difficult one, really. I'm just looking for a position where I can just cause the most amount of damage. I could have this army placed here, have Hindenburg remain where he is, and then I think that's a play. I think that's a play. 9 days, okay. Have Hindenburg remain where he is. Just have Hindenburg remain where he is for the moment in time. Have him recover cohesion. If the Tsar makes a play, then the Tsar... it depends, honestly. 9 days will be there. We could have then an Austro-German army move then. Yeah, that's right, nostalgic. I'm thinking that if I can deal with the Russian armies over here, then that's good, because then that puts Minsk into play. If I can get Minsk, that's where he's got a munitions factory, so I could deny him additional munitions. And then we've got a couple of objectives over this way, but I think with Conrad's army down there, I think we should be okay. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean we've got decent forces down here already. I do worry about the Bulgarians. I think this has to be reinforced. So in fact, yeah, I think we remain here. I think soon we'll have to reinforce that position, but we'll see. Alright, let's take a look. Yeah, honestly, the centre is weak. And I do have this force I can move up to the centre. It's not very strong, it's just a reinforced core, basically. I need to deal with that, to be honest, because that's going to be a pain in my ass. Yeah, that's what we're going to be doing then. So we'll take the fortress down here at long last. And we'll have the Austrians move up over here. I'll have the Austrians lend their weight to help the Germans, help Hindenburg move up on this position. I think we've got a good chance here just to engage. And then once I finally do break from this way, it does mean that I can finally move the army of von Below. Von Below's army's been here for like a year. I think a year. Feels like it probably is a year. Near enough a year now. They've been there a long time. Those troops have had it the easiest. Yeah. So let's see. I think I'm going to save up state funds and war supply. I could produce more men, but I think we may have enough. It depends. Really, I'd want to have more artillery. Jaegers will be available next turn. And Jaegers will be really great on the Western Front. Or really wherever we want them to be, they'll be great. I think what I'll do is I'll raise more Bulgarian troops. But I'll raise the militia. Or I could raise the brigades. I could raise a fair, decent bit of medium artillery. But I think we'll see. But I'll raise the militia because they're really ridiculously cheap. Wow, 20. That's cheap. I don't really need one here, do I? That doesn't really do anything for me. I wonder if I can release those guns though, you know. Fine. Bulgarian gods, have it your way. Let's see. Ah. I mean, I could be releasing German guns. Hey, doing that, Patron? Good to have you, my man. Maybe I unleash the guns at Lemberg. Oh, I've got supply over here at Lemberg. I've got quite a lot of supply over here at Lemberg. I've got all the doctors you could want. I need to reorganize these forces, don't I? Tell you what, we'll have this army move down here. Yeah, they are probably unnecessary. It cost me morale. But I don't know. Is it worth it? It feels like such a shame because like Lemberg has been the make or break. It's not the biggest one. I could do German guns, but I think in a lot of ways it might actually be worth keeping the German ones in case they do try to invade Germany. Hmm. Alright. Alright, let's see. I think Eastern holds a VP from you in the Ottoman region. You could easily get back. Oh, you mean this one over here? Advan? It's not like an objective, so... But I know what you mean. It's like I could get it to, like, get the VP back. I mean, we're doing pretty good here on victory points so far, to be honest. I'd love to get a decisive victory, but we'll see. We've got the Western Entente to deal with, which is going to be certainly earning the title of breaking the deadlock. But again, this is why I'm thinking about saving up and building super heavy artillery. Or even tanks. Right, we've got tank research over here. 255. Oh, I tell you what. Right. Well, I think I prefer... I don't know, I prefer the Mensheviks over the Bolsheviks. Just the Mensheviks could win, that'll be alright. Yeah, what do you guys think then? What should we do here? So I'm kind of thinking... I've been dominated in the air game. Do I invest in fighters? So I gain 200 a turn, 250 a turn, give or take. Right. I love the fact you can raise 4 more of these regiments as if you have the fucking war supply to do that. Simply take Petrograd, defeat Russia, then take Paris. Yeah, exactly. Great idea. And yeah, we'll see. Well, the good news is we will have our forces landing here next turn. Where's the Fokker event? Yeah, that's a good point as well, actually. I do have a Fokker event. Anthony Fokker over here. 75 towards aviation. What are we at now? 20... We could probably get a good jump there, but... I'm really hoping we can get something like for artillery. I'd really like to have like a legitimate boost in artillery. I could boost infantry, but again, I'm waiting for the others. Maybe I do need to have infantry research to get that? I don't know. We'll see. We're not raising state funds, so yeah. I mean, the thing is, it's like for the Entente, like especially for Plumber, it's difficult because he doesn't have the cash, he doesn't have the funds, and then every time he raises state funds, he's like further worsening his national morale, which further pushes him into the hole. Yeah. Yeah, we could also spend on medium artillery. Medium artillery would make sense. The crazy German, let's say the Kaiser in me, is wanting to build super heavy artillery because it's fucking cool. Now, do I invest in tank research? I feel like everyone's going to invest in tank research. Can afford a morale hit. Honestly, I need to replace my aircraft. Yeah, tanks versus tanks. Right. We're not that close to getting railguns, are we? A wise person would build medium artillery now. Medium artillery and probably some aircraft. But I think probably just concentrate on aircraft. On artillery, maybe. Or, alternatively... Alternatively, I could build 2 Austrian heavy artillery regiments, and then that'd be maxed out on the Austrian heavy artillery. Good God, I can build 4 super heavies for the Austrians as well. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of super heavy artillery. Alright. I don't know. Yeah, exactly, nostalgic. Yeah, I think at this point we're just trying to hold on to our morale. We're going to be losing 10 national morale in January 1916 when the Kaiser dies, basically. So if we don't have to sacrifice it, I think we're alright. Once I get the Austrians over here, I can start to make progress over here, then into Bessarabia. Yeah, that's true. Could do with some heavy guns over here just to take Ishmael. Oh, 16 days now? Oh well. Right. I'd say probably medium artillery, perhaps. So you need at least 2 regiments, I think, or 2 elements to use 6 guns. It's not many guns, is it, really? But they are big guns. Alternatively, I could continue building more men on the Western Front. Or even building more Austrians probably would help at this point as well. I don't know. We've had an influx of the Bulgarian army, so I can't really complain all that much about men. What's my control over here? 29%, so I can build... Yeah, I can send men via rail. Oh wow. I didn't even notice that we got over here. If I can take this... if I can cut this rail line here, he's going to be in a pretty bad way. Try and retake Sarajevo. Well, I don't really... yeah, I need niche, don't I? There is a problem here because the Bulgarians are not organized. I really need a Bulgarian army. Could have been quicker that way. If only you were an army commander. Yeah, I think Serbia's in a really bad position. But the problem is Serbia can move around within Serbia pretty quickly, so if I can cut this rail line, that'll make it very, very hard for him. I really need a Bulgarian army. And I've got Bulgarians swarming the south up here, which is good. That's at least denying them things. Right, I'm going to try and just take every step of this rail line over here and just command that. We'll see what comes out of Salonika. But I think what I'll have to do then, if it's... it's an interesting one really, like... How many men could actually be there? But I think at the end of the day, it's pretty terrible terrain, so... We'll see. We'll organise against it. You know, actually, I'm going to go against what I said earlier. I think I'm going to raise more men. I'm going to raise the Romanian divisions. I just think, honestly, I'm going to need as much manpower as I can get. And then I'll raise additional divisions here as well, I think in Austria. I could really do with some more divisions in the east. Alright, there we are. Okay. So the idea here is then just raise as many men as possible then. Once you take out Belgrade and this, you'll have a rail connection straight down, yeah. And this is it. I guess we'll just have to completely defeat them. If I can get a unit over here to take that, that'd be great. Honestly, it may even be worthwhile just to move up here to take this depot from him. And I think I will do that. If I can blow the rail, that'd be amazing. But I think if I can get here and take this depot from him, then I think that's even more... I think that's worth more, perhaps. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, we need to take this. If I can take this rail line, that'd be amazing. Oh, is this army active? Oh, is it way over strength though? I really just need like an active army, and that'd make my life so much easier. There's no way that takes 15 days from being there. That's utter nonsense. Yeah, there we are. Alright, what I'll do then is frankly await the concentration of forces here. Oh my god. Days. I think we'll go for that then. I'd love to get this connection over here. It's not necessary really, but it would be easier. Eventually, I mean this is just apparently just militia actually, so let's see. He's an active commander, so I can have him moved over this way. Yeah, we'll have him moved here, then he can prepare to attack. He's got the support of the Romanians potentially here, then we'll begin pushing in. This, I'll have him go over there to, like, lead the serfs. Yeah. So we recovered our losses over here and then push forward. It did reduce him over here, but it was obviously this army joining in. Alright. Let's rail out. Yes, in the future we'll be invested in artillery, invested in aircraft. But that day is not today. Yeah, they just need recovery. It's 4 free planes, 2 fighters, yeah. Just need to happen. Hey, doing that, Arthur? Not too much, really. Not too much. We're just making a decision to send a Austrian army general down this way, army command. I'm hoping it's still an army when it gets there, otherwise that's going to be a pain in the ass. That said, they can't lead them anyway, can they? So never mind. I can't do it. Yeah, it's not going to matter. I may as well just lead Austrian troops there. So yeah, we'll hit him over here, open up the rail line, and then I'll move down to Bulgaria. Frankly, we'll have men. We've got many men being raised. We're going to take control of this rail line here. We're already here, which is great, so we're taking a depot. Not that it matters all that much right now, but it's a size 5 city, so it should generate us funds. Well, generate supply, perhaps. Oops. They'll be there in 11 days. I'm thinking about cutting the rails today. Because he could theoretically move this army down here, but I don't know, we'll see. Doesn't make that much of a difference. He could still probably march there quick enough, but we'll see. We'll see. Oh, they march to the north. They can march there 11 days as well. That army should have been there already, but hey ho. Yeah. So we'll look to take Serbia. I mean, this is it. He can't defend all of Serbia, not on every front. And it is definitely being pressed on every front. We've got the Greeks that will be moving towards us soon, so that's looking good. The question comes down to, do I boost tank research? I'm going to say no for now. Just see what happens. I need to just keep a stockpile of engagement points, keep a stockpile of war supply. I'd say funds, but we need to, like, obviously measure that. Yeah, exactly, nostalgic. But again, I don't think he will abandon Belgrade. It depends, really. Honestly, once we get there, it's just, there's no good option for him, because this army has a lot of heavy artillery. Like, I can see, well, that's a large unit there. There's obviously them there. That's heavy artillery. These ones don't, interestingly enough. I'm going to go ahead and build a depot here to help out with their supply situation. Though I could move over here if I wanted to, but it's fine. So yeah, we'll send our forces over this way then. Once I can get this opened up again, I can have an Austrian army moving in this way. And then once there's an Austrian army moving in that way, it means I can actually support more men being deployed there. Well, I can just have the Bulgarians led a little bit better. Once Conrad's done... And there's a lot to be said for having Conrad go south and just... I mean, this is it. It's like I've got a bit of an opportunity where I could potentially move around and just smash Serbia quickly. Once I retake that position, maybe we could do something like that. Or even, I don't know, depends really. Once I can get control of this rail line here, that'd be good. But the good news is he can't protect everything. We're already taking the south here. If I can move in, take that, that'd be great. If I can go in over here, take that. If I could cut that rail line, that'd be even better too. He just doesn't have that many men. Everything's concentrated over here. He's got men out here right now, and it's like, it's not going to matter. Had he not won that battle, he would have been in a terrible situation. He's got a bad situation right now, but, yeah. The British landing over at Basra is not exactly ideal, but, you know, what can I do? So next turn we'll have the men over here. Yeah. Right, okay, we'll go with that then. I think we're looking pretty good. So let's go ahead and take a look once more. So the Russians are down to 51 morale. I think they were at 58 last turn, I'm not sure. I can't remember now. I'd have to check, but I can't be asked. We should have Erevan in our control, under our control next turn, perhaps. Which will be the first objective there. Is it a objective for... Yeah, I see. The thing is, if I could get Petrograd as well, that'd be huge. That'd be such a big win for us. Yeah, if we get Petrograd, and I think we are definitely on the way to doing that. Hey, done there, Salty? Yes, the first time we used gas was over at the Battle of Brest-Litovsk, and it won us the battle pretty much completely. Well, it just helped us melt him down. We used gas a second time over here at Arctic, I think it was. We had gas used on us as well. The French haven't used their gas yet, so he's going to be using it, but yeah, we'll see. We've been able to reinforce it over here. you've got to imagine here these are large regions. So it's like, imagine you're employing gas on like a regional, on like a front-wide sort of thing. So it's like, yeah, I guess it obviously would have blown back on them, but like, as far as the game's concerned, it's a large enough level that you're not really concerned about that sort of thing. I'll get that supply moved out when I can be asked. As long as I can ensure security over here, I'll have it moved out. You get... let me double check, let me see. Oh, I can show you here. So we have chlorine gas right now. So enemy units in target region have 25% chance of -2 health. And yeah, because it's not as good now. The very first time, this is it. The first time you use the gas, it's an additional -33% cohesion to the enemy. This is 1 time per game across all sides. Oh, I guess that's... I guess the Russians got that, and that went to waste, actually. Each of the 3 gas attacks decisions will also do -25% cohesion to the enemy the first 3 times they're used. This is not combined with the first use bonus. Okay. So... maybe we had the second use of gas, or third use of gas, I'm not sure. But either way, we're looking pretty good here. So, I'm going to go ahead and just build up control of this rail line, and then move forward over to take this rail line. I'll destroy the rail line, but just have it in such a way that I can have militia move over here if I need them to, and rebuild that rail line. Yeah. Maybe I should have that cavalry march up this way. Oh well. We'll see what we can do. If we can break the rail here, that'd be excellent, but I don't think it'll happen. Attack here, assault here. I'd love to have dealt with that army, but I mean, really, this army's kind of doomed. It may just surrender. It just may fall apart. It's got 78 weight bursts. There's quite a few things there. Munitions as well. So if I could capture that, there's also heavy artillery there. So eventually I will want to go ahead and capture that. I don't know. Maybe I do go ahead and just do it. 9 days. Maybe we do it. I don't know. It's a tough one to say here. Because it's going to take me a turn then to get back on the rail line, which is not that bad, but it's a dangerous thing because I could have this Russian army come down here this turn. I could have another force do that. That's kind of valuable for Jaegers to be doing this. What I'm doing here is just projecting a bit of power out. Though, is it even worth doing that now? Not really, because at the end of the day, that's a waste. That's true nostalgic, but it depends really what sorts of damage it could do to us. I don't think a lot. I guess we'll try it. I don't know, but then again, I don't like being in assault mode and doing things like that, like crossing a river. I'm going to take the fortress this turn, and then we'll decide what to do afterwards. We'll see what the front's looking like. So I don't want to be in a disadvantageous situation, and I can't guarantee what's going to happen this turn, so I don't want to be reckless. Things are going in our favour. I think we need to maintain that, but we need to maintain that in such a way without throwing everything aside, so we'll see. But I'm looking forward to us moving across to Finland. We did have the Redoubt give out this turn, which is excellent. Yeah, really good for us. So then we'll be able to start marching upon Helsinki soon. We're in early August, I think we've got time. Well, not that much time. Like, we've got September. It's, yeah, it's a difficult one, really. Make sure they're going to land there. Yeah, just an unload. We'll disembark in Salo. Yeah. No, that's a fair point. I'll send them over here and then at least they can hold down that position. Stop him from taking anything, basically. Oh, he's got a cavalry over here I need to deal with. Oh, he can't be an army anyway. Yeah, we'll go with that then. Yeah, yeah. And this is it. It's really like November, I think end of November, that the weather really started to turn. But we'll see, we'll see. Yeah, well, it depends, honestly. Like, there's 160,000 men going across. There's already 28,000 here. Obviously, the Marines over here is 12,000. There's one Letters Corps of 26,000. So there's something like 200,000 men there. It depends, Nostalgic. It really depends, because he just may not have a choice. He just may not have a choice. Like, the Caucasus front is essentially broken. And the good news is over here, like, once I get this wrapped up, and then once I can start marching on Batum and Tbilisi, then that means that I have a couple of objectives that I can take quite nicely. So we have Baku over here. I was going to say Saigon. We have Baku over here. That could be like an objective. Yeah. Though, honestly, perhaps what I want to go ahead and do, depending on the state of the Austrian and Ottoman fleet. Well, to me, I don't know, actually. I was kind of thinking, what about landing somewhere like over here and marching on Odessa? But in fairness, I could just have the Ottomans railed up into Romania and then just have them help the Romanians push against the Russians there. There's a lot of things that can be done, frankly. A lot of things that can be done. And the good news is we'll have, well, I don't know, it's like 10 militia units. It's like going to be 120,000 more men there. Then we've got the Romanian divisions being raised. Raising divisions over in Austria. And this is it. We had a long time of not raising any divisions, and now that's truly ended. I will have to replace these losses here. But we'll get around to that. So, the Entente continues to build strength at its 70% of our combat power. But, yeah. We'll see. With him having Salonika, that's very interesting. I see it'd be nice to land in Sevastopol, but the issue is, like, I'd imagine Sevastopol has some true fortress guns. It's also a hill, and it's also... And there's no mines here, granted. So I could land, I could come in over here and, like, land over there or something. Or even better would be to, like, land over here. And then at least I've got, like, a city or something. I don't know. Just landing around here could be done. To be fair, it could be done. It could be done. Having, like, heavy artillery go to work. Even better would be having super heavy artillery. So, the thing is, once we get to Helsinki, what I'll do then is just play the Bombard Fortress over here. So the enemy structure will immediately suffer one breach. It's very likely that happens. But yeah, what I could do then is ideally take Helsinki quickly. Yeah. I think what I'm going to do is march this army forward just to give us some more room here. The cavalry was pushed back. But yeah, we'll just keep here. Well, he can stay in there, actually. Yeah, just recover cohesion. Oh, I can garrison there as well, which is excellent. Oh, that's nice then, so that's good for us, that's good for us. So we'll hold these structures over here and then move forward. Yeah, we'll see, we'll see. I mean, we will have we'll have a regiment of heavy artillery next turn and then another heavy artillery regiment after that. So I'll have 2 Ottoman heavy artillery regiments I could potentially put to something like this. And it is an objective, and I think it's worth a lot, perhaps? I'm not sure. Yeah. See, this is it. There's not that many major objectives, and apparently Erevan is a major objective. I don't know how much that's going to be worth to us, but it'll be nice. We've not made that much progress in Poland, but I think we've made critical progress to the point of where it's beginning to collapse. Obviously, then we'll begin moving over here to Podolia? I don't know how to pronounce that. Podolia. In Ukraine here. And then down to Bessarabia. Taking Odessa would be good, but yeah. The good news is we can push on multiple objectives across the entirety of Russia. Pushing up over in Finland as well, and we're just pushing across the entirety of Russia. If I could open up another front over here, then that'd be nice. I think what I'll do then is just continue to raise more troops. Honestly, I could take that Jaeger Corps, give them heavy artillery, and maybe have them landed over here. But the Russian fleet is in this area, so we do have to bear that in mind. Italy hasn't shifted yet, but they will begin to shift in the future. Thankfully, they're not Central Powers or... Well, I wish they were Central Powers aligned. They're not Entente aligned, so that's okay. But we do have the Balkans coming to our aid, which is great. I guess you could see why. It's like at this point, if Romania joined and Russia's collapsing, yeah, it'd be hard to argue against it. I wish I had control of all these regions over here just to make this look like solid occupation. But we do have, I think, all of Poland, or more or less all of Poland. Yeah, I think most, if not all of Poland under our control. Once we have our forces moved up over this way, and once we start pushing them over here at Vilna, it's going to be pretty much all she wrote, I think. I don't know how many cities he can stand to lose. I mean, maybe his morale just collapses. It's hard to say. Alright, I see. Yeah, the best thing I could do, well, I mean, this is it. The only other thing I can do against Russia at this point now would be to have Lenin, but it's interesting here. Russian Revolution event must have taken place. I do wonder what is required for the Russian Revolution then. Because the revolution begins, well, it happens before Russia collapses. You do obviously have the fall of the Tsar, but you have that provisional government. Yes, it's like over here then. Fucking hell. Oh yeah, there you go, Kononov. Wow. So, as conditions of revolution in Russia worsened, following the disasters of the Kerensky offensive, Commander-in-Chief Levar Kornilov, of the Russian army staged a coup d'etat to overthrow the provisional government, which he suspected to have come under the control of radical elements in the government. His coup failed, and he dealt a mortal wound to the provisional government, setting up the stage for the Bolshevik takeover and October Revolution. Yeah, so I mean, this is it. Russian Revolution must have occurred. Rebel alignment in Russia must be greater than 75. But when that happens, alignment is... Yeah, I think this is it. Once that takes place, once the Kornilov coup takes place and fails. So the manual says the Russian Revolution in 70% of rebel alignment. Okay, so it's not that far. So hopefully we can push it further. But yeah, I mean, this is it. So once that happens, Eastern Entente national morale minus 25. Jesus Christ. I mean, is it 51 now? If things continue the way they are, I mean, defeat level is at 5. We might be able to get to a point where he could be defeated early. And just bear in mind that even with all the pressure we put on Russia, and as well as we've been doing here, really, I mean, we lost that battle in Serbia, but we've won pretty much every major battle, I think. Maybe one or two we've lost. I think we've had a pretty good track record. And it's still going to take us time to collapse Russia. It is a very large state with a large army. It's going to take time. But this will be interesting. If I could get to Petrograd, we could potentially accelerate that. Who knows? But we'll see. Alex has given us a lot of space over here in the west. I've been able to get reinforcements in there, but frankly I'm going to need more. But depending on how things shape up, I might be able to take reinforcements and have them move to the west. We'll see. How you doing there, Evil? Just as we're about to come to the end here, my man. Just as we're about to come to the end. I'll let you enjoy the stream. But it's been a bit of a long one here, actually. I do tend to talk a lot sometimes, so... Thanks for watching, guys. Hope to see you again in the future. Do like the video, do like the series if you are enjoying it, and please do go ahead and subscribe to Alex and Plumber. They're doing a great job, and this is it. This is our first season, and I'm hoping that we can do multiple seasons, and perhaps we'll have different players. Play different nations, different ideas. I think it'd be interesting. The current Russian rebel alignment is 24%, so... Is it 24 now? I think he was at 20% last turn, so if he gains 3 or 4% per turn, it's not going to be that long there, really. Yeah, just in time to say goodbye, indeed. Yeah, so... We'll see then. I'm hoping that we can gain more national morale from the Russians. We've been able to recover the national morale that we lost, which is nice. Or near enough, anyway. What's the Entente at again? So the Entente's at 6, so at least we are ahead of the Entente again now, so that's good. Yeah. So we'll have to deal with the Salonika situation, but yeah, With Greece being pushed towards us, that's great. All I need now is just a couple of successes. I just need like 5 turns. Well, not really. If I get a success that moves them... Does it move them 1 or 2% for the minor diplomats? Moves them 2% now. Okay. Alright, okay. So if I get 3 turns of successes, then I... Well, what am I on about here? No, what am I on about? Yeah, no, I'm right. Yeah. Yeah, 2, 4, 6, yeah. If I get 3 turns of successes in Greece, then we begin the process of Greece moving automatically, and then we can just continue to just boost that, so that'd be great. So once we do have Greece there, that's going to help us. It is going to be interesting, I'll have to defend it, but at the end of the day, it does mean that I gain another nation. And frankly, the Central Powers gaining Romania was such a blessing. If we gained Greece as well... Yeah, it's 1. I did think it was 1, because I've not seen it go up there. Oh, neutral tendency, yes, you're right, I forgot about that. Yeah, you're right there, Nostalgic, I forgot about that, yeah. Alright, I forgot about that. So it's going to be hard going over here in Greece, but who knows, maybe they could be shifted further towards us. So you do need 5, okay. Alright. It's going to take a little while, but once we get past that tipping point, then it'll be okay. Yeah, we're more likely to get them than we're not to get them, so we'll see. I'm going to try and keep the US out of the war. Did we succeed in... yeah, we increased support here in the US as well, which is good news. Oh, we executed a spy there. Very nice. So let's take a look at that once again. Yeah, so after the entry of Bulgaria into the Great War, on the side of the Central Powers, the Entente sent troops into Salonika and Macedonia with the support of pro-Entente forces within Greece. This opened the Balkan front of the war, which would ultimately see the arrival of more than 700,000 Entente soldiers. This event can only be played if Bulgaria is allied to the Central Powers. The effect here is Greece shifts 15% alignment towards the Central Powers alliance. Western Entente gains 100% military control over Salonika, Modoros, Macedonian regions of Caucasus. Okay. And rebel owned. Okay. The French Army d'Orient forms in Salonika. Okay. Yeah, I think what we're going to do here then is maybe I do in fact have Conrad's army move south or something. We'll see. I think I'll have the army of Eugene von Osterreich just use to help us break through over here. And then or even I could have Eugene von Osterreich move south. I'm actually a little bit over in artillery here. Is this an objective now? It is. We'll see. I've got Conrad who's closer to the action, so we'll have Conrad sent down there to deal with it when he can. I think the army of Conrad can do well. I think actually Conrad's been gaining stats. I think he was a 5-4 before, now he's now a 5-5. So he's a very good offensive general. 6-5. He used to be a 7. Strategic. 5-6. Wow, Von Kluck is a monster. Yes, it's an offensive 6 general. Interesting. Alright then, we'll call it here. So thanks for watching, ladies and gents. In about a turn or two, we'll have the Jaegers come online, so that's good. What I think I'll do then with the Jaegers is maybe we go ahead and form a German corps to head to Serbia as well. And then that could help out, perhaps. Or to be honest, they could be sent anywhere. They could really be sent almost anywhere at this point in time now. But yeah, we'll go ahead and figure this out the next time. Yeah, absolutely no need for defense. Alright, take care guys. Thank you for watching. See you in the